Beyond the northern tip of Qatar, across the vast open waters of the Arabian Gulf, lies the North Field, home to the single largest deposit of natural gas in the world. Spread over 6,000 square kilometers, this immense natural resource is mined by Qatar's LNG companies for export, local consumption, and most importantly, industrial development. The gas is piped to the nearby Ras Laffan industrial city, where it's stored, exported, or processed into various derivatives. 120 kilometers south of Ras Laffan, on the other side of the capital city Doha, lies a large industrial complex. Known as the Mesaid Industrial City, it is Qatar's hub for downstream hydrocarbon processing. Now, a new project is launched that will strengthen and synergize the industries of the north and the south like never before. Introducing the Ras Laffan Olefins Company, or Rloc for short. The project is part of the long-term plan for Qatar, instituted by the country's leaders, His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, and Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the heir apparent.
إن التنمية المستدامة وتطوير اقتصادنا الوطني وتنويع مصادره تأتي دائما في مقدمة أولوياتنا، وفي هذا المجال فقد استمرت الدولة في توسعة وتنويع استثماراتها العالمية من خلال عقد شراكات استراتيجية واستثمارات تجارية مع عدد من دول العالم في مجال البتروكيماويات والغاز والطاقة ومعامل التكرير ومحطات الغاز الطبيعي المسال.
With Qatar's diverse range of petrochemicals plant and operation, there is tremendous scope for establishment of synergies within the industry by developing economies of scale. The Rloc project is just such an example. With the launch of the plant, the newly developed feedstocks in the north will be put to the best use in the most efficient manner possible for the benefit of Qatar.
Rloc represents a keystone in the grand vision of His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani for Qatar's unified petrochemical sector. The natural gas mined in the North Field consists of a mixture of various compounds including methane, ethane, and sulfur. Of these, only the ethane is isolated and used in the production of polyethylene and normal alpha olefins at the Q-Chem and Catofin facilities in Mesaid. However, before the gas can be turned into polyethylene, the ethane must be cracked or broken down into a derivative compound called ethylene. In a process called steam cracking, the larger ethane molecules are converted into smaller ethylene molecules. These molecules are then heated to over 850 degrees centigrade in less than a second. Rloc was conceived to carry out these cracking operations on a massive scale by two companies in Mesaid that rely extensively on a regular supply of ethylene, Q-Chem 2 and Catofin. Recognizing their common need for a regular supply of ethylene and the economies of scale this demand would generate, Qatar Petroleum, Capco, Chevron Phillips, and Total Petrochemicals became partners in 2002 to develop a cracker plant and a pipeline to transport the ethylene. Financing for the project was arranged through the joint venture partners Q-Chem 2 and Catofin. The successful financing of the project was awarded the prestigious 2005 Europe, Middle East, Africa Petrochemical Deal of the Year award. Initial civil works commenced in October 2005. followed by the formal stone laying by His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani in May of 2006. Now, the first phase of Rloc is complete and all set to commence production. The completed plant consists of 9 state-of-the-art furnaces that crack ethane to produce 1.3 million tons of ethylene annually. In the second phase, the capacity will be increased to 1.6 million tons per annum, making Rloc one of the biggest single-site ethane crackers in the world. The ethylene will be piped directly from Ras Laffan to Messaid through a purpose-built 133-kilometer pipeline. On its last leg into Messaid, the line splits into 2, supplying ethylene to both partners, Catofin and QChem2. QChem2 is a partnership between Qatar Petroleum and Chevron Phillips of the United States.
Rloc will get started, and that will be producing ethylene for both QChem2 and Catofin, which will be a big major return for both companies. And then Messaid for QChem2 will be receiving 700,000 tons, which we've converted all and produced 350,000 tons of high-density polyethylene and 350,000 tons of normal alpha olefins. I would like to take this opportunity with this inauguration to thank all the project team and all people supported from Catofin and QChem2 to have this project be successful.
The startup of the Ras Laffan Olefins cracker is a great occasion for the state of Qatar. We're proud to be partners with QP and with Catofin in delivering these world-class assets. We share the great vision of His Highness the Emir for these new and state-of-the-art facilities. These facilities will contribute significantly to the economic progress of the state of Qatar, to our partners, and to our company. Please join me in congratulating everyone who had a part in making this project a reality and a great success.
The HDPE produced at QChem2 will go on to be exported worldwide, where it will be used to produce thousands of everyday plastic goods. The NAO will find use in the production of various polyethylenes, including detergents, lubricants, and a wide range of industrial and household chemicals. QChem2's partner in the Rloc venture is Catofin, jointly owned by Capco, Qatar Petroleum, and Total Petrochemicals France. The plant recently started production. Its launch was timed to take advantage of the corresponding launch of Rloc, which will now provide a steady supply of ethylene.
As main shareholder in Ras Laffan Olefin Company, Catofin worked closely with the other shareholders to achieve the completion of one of the largest single ethylene crackers in the world. Catofin will utilize Ras Laffan ethylene supply to produce 450,000 tons of high-quality linear low-density polyethylene. Ras Laffan Olefin Company contribute to maximizing the utilization of Qatar's hydrocarbon resources and achieving Qatar vision of 2030. This venture is a testimony to the efficiencies of Qatar petrochemical industry.
Our relationship with Qatar goes back to the 70s and has always been excellent. Together, we have developed Capco as a significant player in the world of petrochemicals. The inauguration of the Ras Laffan Olefin Company is a new and major step in the long-term collaboration between Qatar and Total, and we are certainly very happy to see its operation start today.
The LLDPE produced by Catofin will go on to be exported all over the world in the form of countless goods, from packaging film to shopping bags and even toothpaste tubes. This will all be made possible thanks to the uninterrupted supply of high-quality ethylene produced by the Ras Laffan Olefins Company. Stringent quality control and safety standards have been adopted throughout. This follows the trend set by Qatar's other industrial projects, combining an accident-free operation with world-class quality. A series of fail-safe checks have been incorporated at every stage to ensure that Rloc delivers the finest in both safety and quality. These rigorous standards also apply to the company's approach to the environment.
As a new plant, we decided to build one of the first low-profile flare stack, and this is have got a maximum burning efficiencies and the smokeless flare. We achieved 1 full year without any injury, and all the injury recordable. So we received for the second time from Chevron Phillips President Award for safety, and we received the environmental award from the GCC. So that's why QChem considered one of the top companies in Qatar on the safety environmental practice. Because of this successful achievement in safety and environmental, Rloc decided to adopt the same way of safety and environmental practice.
In line with Qatar's employment policies, Rloc actively supports equal opportunities. In addition to a skilled expatriate workforce, deserving Qatari candidates are employed based on their merit and rewarded for their performance. Outstanding candidates are sponsored by the company to study at the world's finest universities. As Qatar continues on its journey of industrialization and modernization, its petrochemical industry is quickly maturing into one of the world's best planned and profitable sectors.
At every stage of the planning process of Qatar's petrochemicals industries, we have been asking ourselves, what is the best and most efficient way to add value to Qatar's export? Everything comes from that. So in the end, it's a simple matter of maximizing our country's return on its investment. That strategy has worked very well for us so far, and we will continue to apply that criteria to all future projects.
The visionary plans of the country's leaders have already catapulted Qatar to regional and global prominence as a hydrocarbons hub. The Ras Laffan Olefins Company paves the way for the rapid development of Qatar by unifying the north and the south, not only with an ethylene pipeline, but also with a common objective: to maximize industrial synergies and take Qatar to new heights.